North Korea's dictator Kim Jong Un is one of the most feared people in the world. With his hair-trigger volatility and harsh sanctions, he currently rules North Korea under the strictest political structure in the world. But beyond his dictatorship and threats of world domination through nuclear war, Kim Jong Un has quite an eccentric lifestyle, and he has amassed an impressive wealth, the sums of which are in the billions. With speculations about the source of his wealth ranging from sales of ammunition, nuclear weapons and intelligence, drug dealing and trafficking to selling fake cash, Kim Jong Un manages to live the life of a billionaire dictator. And if you are wondering what he could possibly be spending billions on, despite the fact that North Korea is one of the poorest countries in the world, then you are in for quite a surprise. Today, we're going to take a look at the inventory list of how Kim Jong Un spent $8.7 billion.
Kim Jong Un is not just mystery but also flamboyance. The leader's lifestyle is the opposite of the situation in his country.
If there's one thing you need to know about Kim Jong Un, it's that he absolutely loves luxurious brands and will go to unimaginable lengths to get his hands on a luxurious item. That's why, despite the US sanctions against him, Kim Jong Un has managed to secure some of the most expensive cars in the world for his ever-growing collection. The collection of luxury cars includes the Mercedes Maybach S62 and the Maybach S600, both of which cost Kim Jong Un about $1.8 million. On paper, these expensive cars are state-provided cars for Kim Jong Un. But seeing as he is the one and only ruler, it's clear that he indulged in the luxurious cars for himself by using state funds. Aside from the ultra-exclusive Maybach S-Class cars, the leader of North Korea also owns a few Rolls-Royces, some Land Rovers, and a fleet of Mercedes-Benz G-Class cars, also known as G-Wagons. And it's this expensive taste in automobiles that bites a hefty chunk out of his $8.7 billion expenditure. Now, when he's not cruising in style in his expensive cars, Kim Jong Un travels on any of his private jets, which are all worth several millions of dollars. As a globally recognized tyrant, Kim Jong Un poses a threat to a lot of people, and that also means he faces a lot of threats. So it is no surprise that he is extra careful with his personal security. This is why he has several private jets that can transport him wherever and whenever. Kim Jong Un has been spotted in an Antonov AN-148 jet, which is a regional jet designed and built in the Ukraine. The AN-148 reportedly cost about $30 million, but it's not the most expensive jet that Kim Jong Un owns. In Kim Jong Un's hangar, you'll also find an Ilyushin 62M jet named Hamai-1. The Ilyushin IL-62 is a large Soviet jet with a capacity for almost 200 passengers. However, when Kim Jong Un is flying on the $51 million jet, we can be nearly certain there won't be any passengers other than him, his security detail, and some very carefully selected delegates. Even when Kim Jong Un travels by water, he travels in style. He reportedly owns a submarine and several yachts, including an iconic 95MY yacht manufactured by UK-based company Princess Yachts. Stretching out across 29 meters or 95 feet, this luxury super yacht is a grand vessel built with a fiberglass hull and traditional teak decking. The Princess 95MY cost about $8 million, and it attracts a crowd anywhere it ports because of its impressive size and design. While the Princess 95MY is not a relatively new or modern yacht, the only thing that matters for Kim Jong Un is luxury, and this yacht definitely fits that bill. Now, although there have been several rumors and memes about him getting angry and ordering the death of his generals in some bizarre ways, it seems like Kim Jong Un knows how to be really good to those he favors. Kim Jong Un has given out rare alcohol, luxury fashion pieces, expensive watches, jewelry, and so many other things over the past decade. In fact, between 2013 and 2020, it was noted that he had spent well over $4 billion on gifts. Now looking back, when Kim Jong Un was a teenager, he schooled in Switzerland, and that informed a lot of his interests and luxurious tastes. One great example of this is the Masikyeong ski resort. This ornate resort has 120 hotel rooms, multiple cafes, bars, billiard rooms, a steam room, a swimming pool, a karaoke room, and a dry sauna. According to official reports from North Korea, it cost $300 million to build the resort, although sources estimate the cost to be $35 million, which is just about 10% of the claims by North Korea. The main reason why it's believed that Kim Jong Un is the primary owner and financier of the resort is the fact that the cost of tickets to the resort are way too expensive for the average North Korean to afford. At $40 a ticket, it's so glaring that the Masikyeong ski resort, like most of the other luxurious amenities, were built for Kim Jong Un and his close circle of elites to enjoy only. Kim Jong Un's lifestyle is nothing lower than the best of the best, and it's quite clear from his sprawling estates. This private island is more or less a party island with its own marina. According to Dennis Rodman, former Chicago Bulls basketball star who has a weird friendship with the dictator and was invited to a party on Kim Jong Un's island, the island is practically a version of Hawaii or Ibiza. The island features the finest imported food like lobsters, scallops, and French cheeses washed down with bottles of champagne, fine wines, whiskey, and brandy. The rooms are decorated with imported antique furniture, paintings, and tapestries. The island also has a football pitch, a basketball court, party boats, swimming pools, and a water park. While the cost of building and maintaining the party island is unknown, the average cost for a private island can go as high as $100 million to $300 million. In addition to his Swiss-inspired ski resort, Kim Jong Un has a collection of luxury watches also from Switzerland. He owns over $100,000 worth of watches, and that's more than anyone needs to tell the time. Now, despite the fact that most of his subjects earn less than $4 a day, Kim Jong Un has a taste for the finest things in life. He spent $67,000 on special imported cheese and over $9 million on luxury peppers. For his meal, which always includes some lobster and caviar, the annual cost of Kim Jong Un's food runs into the several millions of dollars. When it comes to his alcohol, Kim Jong Un reportedly spent $6 million importing German products, including over $200,000 for spirits and $120,000 for champagne and wine. In total, he spends over $30 million a year on alcohol. Of course, Kim Jong Un has a private cinema where he enjoys his collection of 20,000 DVDs, including American classics like Rambo. The cinema is reportedly a 1,000-seater, and the average cost for that size would run up to about $300,000. After all, a dictator must have only the best of the best, even when it comes to seeing movies. Now, you wouldn't expect a tyrant to be particular about his beauty, but Kim Jong Un is not a typical dictator. He spends over $125,000 shopping for perfumes, deodorants, makeup, and hair care products. But if you think that's wild, wait until you find out how much he spent on umbrellas. As a part of his random splurge, Kim Jong Un spent over $250,000 on fishing rods that were imported from China. But what's even more shocking is the fact that he spent nearly $1.7 million on umbrellas. He also paid well over $2.34 million for gym equipment and another $135,000 on horses. I guess when you're a dictator, you can definitely afford the finest models of gym equipment and the best breeds of horses that money can buy. And there you have it. That's everything you need to know about how Kim Jong Un spent $8.7 billion. Would you ever want to be a dictator? If you had $8.7 billion, what would you spend it on? Let us know in the comments section down below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Want to be the first to see our next exciting video? Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Until next time.